in the ancient city of Ilorin on the 14th of September 1943. A child was born whose name would one day echo through the corridors of Nigerian history. Babatunde Abdulbaki Idiagbon, a boy raised on discipline, shaped by responsibility, and destined for a life of service. From the moment he joined the Nigerian army, Idiagbon stood apart. He was not the loudest, nor the most flamboyant. Instead, he was defined by precision, by consistency, by an ironclad sense of duty. In an era when many sought comfort, he embraced hardship. When others hesitated, he stepped forward. Slowly, steadily, he climbed the ranks. A soldier whose presence commanded attention and respect. His leadership found early expression when he served as the military governor of Borno State. There, Nigerians saw the clarity of his vision, order, accountability, and a government that demanded as much from itself as it did from the people. Even then, his reputation was unmistakable, firm, principled, incorruptible. But it was in 1983 that Tunde Idiagbon stepped onto the national stage in a defining way. Following the military takeover of December 31st, he became the Chief of Staff, Supreme Headquarters, effectively the nation's second in command. Though Nigeria had no constitutional vice president under military rule, Idiagbon's authority was felt in every corner of national governance. He was the engine, the enforcer, the steady hand behind the Buhari administration. His most enduring legacy was a bold, controversial, and unforgettable national crusade, the war against indiscipline. For Idiagbon, discipline was not merely a policy, it was a culture, a moral compass, a path to national rebirth. Under his watch, Nigerians queued at bus stops, streets were cleaner, public behavior shifted, and for a brief moment, the country felt the force of a government determined to reawaken civic responsibility. To supporters, it was a necessary correction, a tough but honest attempt to reshape national values. To critics, it was too strict, too forceful, too demanding. But to Idiagbon, discipline was the price of progress. He believed a nation that tolerated disorder could never truly rise. Then, in August 1985, came the turning point. The Buhari Idiagbon government was swept away in a sudden military coup led by General Ibrahim Babangida. In a single day, the man who had become the symbol of discipline was removed from the national spotlight, detained, silenced, and eventually released into a quiet life, far away from the commanding heights he once occupied. He returned to Ilorin with dignity, carrying no bitterness, seeking no revenge. A man who had commanded a nation chose instead to live simply, privately, and humbly. On March 24th, 1999, Nigeria lost him, a towering figure whose life had been defined by purpose and principle. At just 55 years old, Tunde Idiagbon departed this world, but his legacy refused to fade. Today, his name stands as a reminder of a different era, an era of discipline, order, and national accountability. To many, he remains the embodiment of integrity, a man who placed country above comfort, service above self, and duty above everything else. Tunde Idiagbon was more than a soldier. He was a symbol, a force, a chapter in Nigeria's history written in bold, unwavering lines. Created by Sports Scout,